following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians. Okay, everybody, it's a day we've been teasing for more than a week now. It's a very special edition of Studio 512, and that's because it is HAAM Day 2025. We're talking about the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians. Not only that, but the 20th anniversary of it, where we've got free music happening all across Austin and then some, in the hopes that we can raise some money in return to help our working musicians here in Central Texas. I am very lucky because a busy man has joined us today. He was in the studio with us last week. It's Paul Scott, CEO of HAAM. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Rosie. Glad to be here.
Lovely to have you with us out here at the steps of the Capitol, and boy, it's a beautiful day so far.
Yeah, it's an incredible day for live music and to appreciate all the musicians that make Austin what it is and the greater Austin area. So we're excited. Capitol is always one of my favorite things. One is just the iconic, the south steps of the Capitol, to be able to hear music and just really celebrate what music means, not only to Austin, but to Texas.
Absolutely, and it was a big kickoff that we saw you give right around 10-something, so it was like, come on guys, this is HAAM Day, let's go for it, which is awesome. And we've got Gina Chavez, who is performing behind us right now, both in English and in Spanish. What would you have to say about Gina? Because I'm hoping to get her on camera later today. She's awesome.
Well, Gina is just an incredible musician, first of all, but also she's just so passionate about what it means for musicians to create and play, and sharing that with the community, and also and bringing that advocacy about what the musicians need to the greater community. She's one of the biggest proponents of HAAM, and she really understands and has benefited from what we have done over the years, and we're so glad for her success.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I heard it was Gina Chavez performing first, I got really excited because she's been just an absolute delight to listen to. She is going to perform, by the way, if you're going to run out of the house right now. We'd love for you to stick around and watch Studio 512, but HAAM Day is more important today. So if you're going to run out of the house right now, she is performing for another little while, and then we're going to have Graham Wilkinson take the stage at 11:30. So let's get to the meat of it, Paul, if you don't mind. Let's talk about the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians and what it is y'all do.
Yeah, so why are we doing this today? To have our largest fundraiser. It's to be able to raise funds to support musicians' access to affordable, comprehensive health care for themselves and for their families, along with dental services, vision services, hearing services, vocal services, and a whole array of other services that HAAM provides. So over 3,200 musicians in the Central Texas area. So it's critically important, the funds we raise today, to making sure that they stay here, create here, play here, and keep that that moniker of the live music capital of the world. And we're here to make sure that our Austin musicians are continuing to kind of be alive and well, and that they have all the resources they need to stay here and create this wonderful music.
That's right, working musicians who are right here in Austin, and we want to continue to support them. Prevention and wellness is so huge, but you have also come through for people who have needed some big money type things. For example, we had someone with us just the other day who was saying, I was able to get my first mammogram. Thank you so much to you guys. Or that I was able to get an x-ray on my liver, which I really needed. And so these can turn into life-saving bits of medical care for these musicians. Oh, it's super critical.
I mean, think about it. If you're listening, it's like most of us get our health insurance through our workplace, but where musicians are gigging and they don't necessarily have insurance in the workplace. So that's where we step in, help them get them on the Affordable Care Act. And you're right, there's so many of our musicians that actually, we actually have saved their lives. Like they've gotten insurance, go in there, and I've had this needling problem for a while. Well, they find out they have an early cancer diagnosis. Well, because of that, they get treatment and they're able to move on with their life and to continue with their music career. Whereas if they hadn't had that, it could have progressed to something much worse, and they could have had their life threatened as well as their career.
Yeah, and a good point to bring up their career, because so often we forget, but musicians have to use their feet, their hands, their brains, all sorts of things to be able to play, to teach, to DJ, all sorts of things. So I want to make sure that I speak with you for a moment here as we reflect on 20 years of HAAM Day. Can you talk to me about how it's grown in that amount of time and what it's like to be celebrating 2 decades today?
Yeah, it's incredible. HAAM was the vision of Robin Shivers, who was a philanthropist as well as a music manager in the community. She, along with a group of other folks, came in and started HAAM, and within the first year we had 500 members, and since then now we've grown to serving 3,200 musicians musicians every year, and that growth is in response to the needs of our musicians. Let's take COVID, for example. We moved into helping out with basic needs, with support for food and prescription help. And then after the pandemic, we realized that was a need beforehand, and we've continued that to this day to make sure that we create more resources for our musicians so they can stay here and not move elsewhere.
Yes, that's right, too. Maybe somewhere that pays a little better or something like that. We want to keep them here in the live music capital of the world.
Because music is one of those things, like, think about this, it's one of the things that brings us all together, no matter where we come from, who we are, and so it's really a community builder, and so we want to maintain that and maintain that kind of identity and culture of Austin.
Well, and actually, I just had a gal walk up to me who said she's from Dallas. She just happened to be at the Capitol today. She said, "What's happening?" And I was able to give her the full spiel, so now she knows that she can enjoy some live free music all across Austin. And so let's talk number breakdown. So we've got performers, we've got number of performances, we've got number of venues. Can you give me some of the nitty-gritty that we're experiencing today?
Well, the nitty-gritty is, so we have over 123 venues featuring over 400 plus musicians, starting at 6 in the morning already, all the way until the jazz clubs in the early morning, Wednesday morning as well. And so we're all across the Central Texas area celebrating live music. Free, again, is really pivotal. And it's funny, I just got a text earlier where a friend of mine says, "Oh, y'all really are all over Central Texas." So she's already been to shopping and been to 2 musical performances. And so that's what we're doing. We want people to go appreciate musicians, go out and find out what shops and businesses are also supporting us, and restaurants, because we also have community supporters that are giving back to us this day. So you can go shop, eat, and listen to music and know you're giving back to support our local music community. You can also donate online at myham.org as well, and really go out there and support our musicians, because they give so much to us. This is the day that we give back to our musicians.
They're putting their heart out there on the line, and we want to make sure that we give the heart back as well. Let them know how much they are loved here. And I did want to make sure that I pointed out that we are beyond Austin at this point, that there are new venues cropping up, and they may not be in Austin proper anymore, which is a great thing, because not all people are in Austin proper anymore.
Exactly. So we're celebrating in the town square in Round Rock, all the way down to the town square in Lockhart. And so we're really embracing kind of where music is being kind of performed and celebrated across the Central Texas area, because we serve a 7-county area, and we want musicians to know about us. And so don't self-select out. If you're a musician, contact us at myham.org and find out if we can help you, because we will do everything possible if you qualify to get you into our services.
Lovely. Okay. And this is just kind of a reminder before we let everybody go here, just for this first segment, because we've got a whole lot more fun coming here on Studio 512. But a good reminder that, yes, this music is free, but we've got some goals for this year. So can you remind me about those?
Yeah, so this year, we were trying to hit that $890,000 that we hit last year, and so we're really shooting towards that. So every bit supports. We're getting close to that goal already, but today is the day to make sure that each and every person, no matter how much you contribute, is going to go to support our musicians. So please do so, and let your friends and family and coworkers know that this is really critical, because so many of us go out to hear music, and it's, again, as I said before, it's time to give back to our musician community to make sure that we appreciate them.
And you can do that through those community partners. Buy some Amy's ice cream today, that sort of thing. You can also do it, though. You've got QR codes everywhere so that people know that they can donate.
Yeah, we made it easy for you.
And then if someone is planning, hey, I want to hit a little live music here, a little live music there, what can they do? Yeah,
so great point, Rosie. We actually have an interactive map on our website at myham.org. That's ham with 2 A's, 1 M. And so you can choose, hey, if I'm in Northwest Austin, I can select my region and figure out where I'm going to go. Or if you want to look at different genres, you can select by genres. But you can also map out I'm going to go eat, then I'm going to go and listen to some music, or I'm going to shop first. And so plan your day, and we make it really easy for you to do on our website with the interactive map.
So nice, that interactive map. Okay, I'm going to tell everybody myham.org is where you want to go. Paul, I know you're such a busy man today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosie.
Time. All right, I'm crossing my fingers for big dollars, y'all, at the end of today. As I said, myham.org, or you can check out QR codes around Central Texas. Make sure you stay with us, y'all. We'll be back after the break. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians.